Hey there, thanks for joining Dee and Coco's Epic Adventures. Today we are in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, and we are going out on the town to explore Ho Chi Minh City at night. Come along with us. This city truly never sleeps. From dusk to dawn, it never stops moving. We stayed at the landmark 81 and it was truly amazing. We cannot recommend it enough. The bottom level of the Vin Pearl is the Vincom Center, where you will find high-end shopping and wonderful restaurants. The malls in Southeast Asia are also a really great way to get out of the heat and enjoy some really refreshing cold AC. We were here for Lunar New Year, and I don't know if the malls are always this busy or if it was just for Lunar New Year, but this mall was so crowded and so full of people. It was actually wonderful. We had to come outside really quick to get a really cool picture of the Vin Pearl surrounded by the buildings from the Vincom Center. And then time to go back in. The malls in Asia are a great place to shop, great restaurants. Usually they're going to be a little bit cleaner than like street food, but they're also a really great place to just get out of the heat and enjoy hanging out with family and friends. I was craving authentic pho, and this restaurant was perfect. It was so delicious. Look at that delicious, rich broth. Next up, it was time for a nice nighttime walk at the Vietnam Station Boardwalk. We really enjoyed the city view and the view of our hotel across the water. Saigon was renamed Ho Chi Minh City on April 30th, 1975. This was after the Northern Vietnamese troops captured the city during the Vietnam War. The name change honored Ho Chi Minh, who was the first northern leader of Vietnam and also a key founder of the Vietnamese Communist Group. Also, the name change offered a way to say "stick it to the South" after the communist victory. And both are commonly used there. You can say Saigon or Ho Chi Minh. It is not offensive either way. Ho Chi Minh City is also one of the safest cities in Southeast Asia, so we felt very comfortable here walking at night. But of course, anywhere you go, regardless of what part of the world, always be careful. Your biggest problem is going to be from mosquitoes because of the large bodies of water and some of the smaller stagnant bodies of water, but get some bug repellent, you'll be fine. Also, shout out to doTERRA's Terra Shield. We did not have one mosquito bite, kept the mosquitoes away. Thank you. We just love seeing how vibrant and alive this city was. It never stops, and the people are so wonderful. Even though it looks a little scary in the video, it was a beautiful walk along the river at night. It was a little bit cooler, and everyone is out with their friends and families just enjoying the night air and the cooler temperatures. Time to take a tour on the Saigon water bus. We're going to be taking the water bus across the river to the other part of Ho Chi Minh City to see the Grand Palace and the Café Apartments, the Opera House, so come along with us. If you are planning on taking a ferry ride, make sure to buy your tickets at least a day in advance. We made the mistake of trying to get ours the same day, and they do sell out quick. They are cheap, but hard to come by same day. If you're staying at the Vin Pearl or in that area, you're going to need to take a Grab to the Vietnam Station, and that will get you to the ferry. If you're staying over by the People's Committee building, it is a short walk over to the Bac Dong Station, and you can hop on a ferry there. But again, buy your tickets at least a day in advance. Once we got off the boat, it was a quick little walk across the way through Bac Dong Station, and you can see it was super crowded in here. Another little safety tip is Vietnam doesn't really have crosswalks with lights or a lot of stoplights or areas where pedestrians can cross safely. you kind of have to just find an area where you can try to cross and hope for the best, like this family here. You just kind of cross and play Frogger. Nobody is really stopping. You just are dodging the cars. And yeah, that's how it's done here. You will not find very many stoplights here at all. At least while we were here, we didn't see hardly any. One of the things that kind of shocked us was seeing how many people they actually fit on a moped. Um, I think the max is about 5 people that we saw, and they will have everyone on the moped, including the babies. And we even saw a makeshift, like bamboo high chair in the front on a moped. So, yeah, that just kind of shocked us. All right, so we're going to try to be brave and make it across the street. And that's a no. We were not brave enough. We didn't want to get hit. So we're going to try to find another crosswalk, which we walked and we walked and we walked, and there was no other crosswalks with lights or crosswalks where it was safe. And so we tried and crossed, but we actually almost got hit by a bus. And we unfortunately didn't get that on record. So I guess if there's no pictures or video, it didn't happen. And everyone is smart to come out at night. Like, this is when Ho Chi Minh, you can see it really come alive, is everyone is coming out after the sun goes down when it's a little bit cooler. And in situations like this, where this little truck is trying to get down this little side street and this plaza, you're not in the way of the truck is in the way of you because nobody wants to move. We were here for Lunar New Year, and this has got to be the longest dragon we've seen on our whole trip. This was the grandest, longest dragon in all of Asia, I think, probably. But it was just magnificent, and they definitely outdid themselves. I swear, I think this dragon had to have been at least a half a mile long. This was the end of Lunar New Year celebrations for Vietnam, so you could see the workers taking down the displays. Ah, tiger bear, something you do not see in the US, but I wish you would. We're at the Café Apartments, and we're stopping in at the Meraki Cafe to have some coconut coffee for me and passion fruit coffee for him. And really love this place. It was super cute and quaint with a great view of the city. Not only was this cafe adorable, but their cakes were really good and our coffee was fantastic and the service was great. And I just love the decoration with the fans and the lights and also the lanterns. The view from the patio, just sitting and drinking our coffee, were fantastic. We love sitting outside and just watch everyone enjoy the night. The Meraki Cafe, located in the Café Apartments. The apartments are floors and floors of coffee shops to choose from. I think we chose the Meraki coffee shop because we saw it on YouTube. I'm not quite sure, but it was actually really great. As you can see by the floors and floors that we're going down, we worked for our coffee. So many stairs. And no, we didn't want to use the elevator because it was probably going to be small and hot. So grin and bear it. And now we're making our way over to the Ho Chi Minh City's People's Committee building. This I keep calling the Grand Palace because it honestly looks like a palace. The People's Committee building was built by a French architect in 1898 and 1909. It was originally named Hotel de Ville, which translates over to City Hall or Town Hall. It is one of the largest and oldest French-style buildings in Ho Chi Minh City. It has a Renaissance style that resembles the City Hall in Paris. The building was originally built as a hotel, but under Southern Vietnam government, it was used as a city hall. And since 1975, it has housed the People's Committee, Council, and Court. The building is normally not open for the public, but in April 2023, it opened to the public for a Reunification Day celebration. In the front of the building, you'll find a beautiful garden with a large statue of Ho Chi Minh, and it is a popular location, especially at night with the building lit up for people to come and take pictures with Ho Chi Minh. This part of Ho Chi Minh City is like New York's Times Square. Between the People's Committee building and, of course, the statue of Ho Chi Minh to take a picture with, there are tons of restaurants, rooftop bars, coffee shops, things to do, shops to go in and buy souvenirs or clothes. Definitely a lively place. And of course, the traffic here in Ho Chi Minh City, everywhere you go, the traffic is nonstop. It is always going. And then we decided to just go for a stroll and walk downtown Ho Chi Minh and explore. Another thing that kind of took us by surprise is we're used to the mopeds everywhere and the crazy traffic, but they also drive on these sidewalks. So, one, you'll have a moped coming at you on the sidewalk, and two, it has made for an uneven sidewalk because of the pressure. So, sometimes you'll walk and the sidewalk will kind of jiggle and bend a little bit and cause you to feel like you're going to fall. And you can see, even at night, it's hot. Dee was sweating like nobody's business. But during the day, it's worse. We could not do this during the day. We definitely used Grab whenever we could. I don't recommend the Grab mopeds, though, because the driving out there is insane. Like, everybody is close. The mopeds don't care about getting in front of cars. So if you do it at your own risk, but don't say I didn't warn you. Time to head back to the hotel, and we are done for tonight. The owner of this Grab car was gracious enough to let us roll down the window and stick our 360 camera out of the window to get some interesting views of the traffic. This area wasn't so bad. This is one of a few areas, just a few, that actually do have a street light, and you can see some people will obey the street light and some people just don't care. Wait for it. Wait for it. Yep, there it is. This is why we didn't use the Grab mopeds, because the traffic is so crazy there and people just don't abide by any sort of rules. So yeah, you're risking your own safety. Now it's time to head back to the hotel now that we've pretty much made it safe. Get packed, get some room service, and get rested, and get ready for our next location. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, safe travels. Check out our other videos on Vietnam with the playlist above. Bye!